charm bracelets used to be so relevant. I remember Thomas Sabo and whatever, and yeah, Pandora. It was such a thing back then, guys. Like, and it was like a thing you didn't think would fizzle out either. But it can, guys. Like, handbags can fizzle out. And although we think now, like, they are so valuable and they're an investment and they're going to be worth so much in 20 years, like, if they fizzle out, guys, they're not going to be worth anything. Like, nobody will care. Just like how everyone forgot about Pandora, and nobody, does anyone realize, like, what they've become now? Like, they're trash. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. I want to share with you my outfit of the day. I'm wearing some earrings I got from a local jeweler. Tiffany necklace, which my boyfriend got me. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a little pink sapphire. I've also got my Pandora bracelet on, which I'm going to talk about today, guys, because, oh my gosh, okay, I couldn't sleep last night because I was thinking about this, like, all night. I don't know what's wrong with me, guys, but anyways, I got to share my outfit first. My jumper is from Celerot. It is like a mohair jumper that I've had for quite some time. It's quite daring, but I also think it's kind of neutral. I'm also wearing some Sandro pants. They're corduroy pants. And I've matched them with some R.M. Williams boots in brown. And I find that if I wear like pants that match the color of my boots, it kind of makes me look taller. So that's a hot tip. Like, if you wear black pants, if you want to look taller, you can wear black boots and it kind of just elongates you. I haven't fully tucked in my jumper because these are high-waisted because I didn't want to create too much bulk here. So I've just done like a bit of a half tuck and left it kind of loose like this, which I think looks quite good. I think with this outfit, it would look quite nice with my Kelly 32. Just because, you know, it's a winter outfit and I feel like Kelly 32 is very wintry and it kind of matches with the black. And the twilly is rather neutral as well. So, yep, that's my outfit of the day. So, something crazy happened last night. It's not that crazy, but I remembered my Pandora bracelet. I was like, oh, Pandora. And I noticed that the charms these days look a lot different to how they used to. Now, I actually used to work at Pandora. It was one of my first retail jobs back in around 2009, 2010. And yeah, guys, this is my bracelet. I just thought I'd share it with you because, yeah, this was like the old charms that they used to do. And when I worked there, I did get a few charms during my employment. I have like a little teacup there. Excuse my nails, guys. I'm going to get them done today. I have like a little, I think that's like a ruby or pink sapphire or something. That was like, I don't know, boring one. These ones. This one has a little dangling gem and a teapot and then like a gold. And it's just sterling silver. It was all like tarnished, so I used my polishing cloth to kind of get it all off. It's still kind of dirty, to be honest. I think I need to immerse it in, I don't know, something to clean it. But I was like, oh, this is actually quite cute. I wish I had more charms to fill it all up because back then I had it in my head back then that this was quite valuable. And I remember the charms were super expensive back then, and you could get like a full 14 karat gold bracelet and it was several thousands of dollars. And I thought, oh, it would be nice to add some gold to this. So I went on the Pandora website and I sorted it from high to low, and there is some gold on the website, but I noticed that most of it is gold plated now, and that the whole feel and like aesthetic of the brand has completely changed since I worked there. It used to be, I don't know, almost like boho. Like, there was definitely like a certain vibe to it. I remember going on beach holidays and then going into the gift shops, and there was a lot of like imitation Pandora jewelry, and it definitely went with the trends of like 2010. But now, guys, there's just a whole lot of like Disney collaborations in there, and like it's a lot more commercial. And I just wondered to myself, I'm like, what the hell happened to Pandora? And for just a normal silver charm, it's literally like some of them were like $20, $30. I'm like, was Pandora always this cheap? Or like, what has happened to it? Because when I worked there, I really remember that it was quite expensive, and that like each charm, like I remember some of the charms were like almost $1,000, like the gold ones, and they used to use diamonds. So I did some research and I looked on Wikipedia, and apparently back in 2000 and I think 2010, Pandora was the biggest jewelry company, or the third biggest jewelry company in the world, alongside Cartier and Tiffany and Co. So it used to be super massive, guys, Pandora. And I remember when it was, and I'm like, what the hell happened to Pandora? Now it is like cheap jewelry, and I can't even like fully like and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this rare now? Like the gems that I have, because they're back from, you know, the heyday of Pandora, and they're not, guys. Like I looked it up, and there's not many people who I think are collecting them anymore. I was trying to find like more information about like what happened to Pandora, like why is it so bad now? And like back then I honestly thought that this would be like valuable one day and I could pass it down, and like I just thought that these would go up in value as well, but it really didn't turn out that way. And there's such a stark contrast to how Pandora was back then to now, and it's only been 10 years. And it made me think, Pandora was so successful 10 years ago, and now they've kind of sold themselves out, and like they're still successful, they still make a lot of sales, but now their market is younger people and like even like teenagers and stuff, because they're doing a lot of like Disney, and you know, things are like $20 now, so you can, you know, it's more attainable to the masses. And I thought, you know, what if this were to happen to a designer brand like Louis Vuitton or Chanel or something like that? Because there is such a stark contrast between what the clientele that Pandora was targeting 10 years ago to now. Back then, it was like, you know, like something special to buy for your loved one, like diamonds, and they used real jewelry, like 14 karat gold, and now they're just using gold plating and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? If you compare Chanel 20 years ago to now, something very similar happened. Like they used to use like the real the 24 karat gold plated hardware, and now they've really cheapened out on the materials, and everything is a lot different. The feel to it is a lot different to say 20 years ago. The problem is, guys, they've not made their prices cheaper. They've actually made them like 20 times more expensive than probably 20 years ago. Whereas Pandora has done the complete opposite. They've cheapened everything, and they've made everything cheaper as well. So, like, literally anything can happen. Like, Pandora was so successful, and for them to go stoop down this low, it makes me think that it could really happen to any designer brand. And, like, Louis Vuitton and Chanel have to be careful. Honestly, guys, like, you're saying, Jess, you're crazy. Like, they're always going to be big, but just wait 10 years, guys. If they go down this road of cheapening out on their materials, of trying to target a younger clientele as well, because you can see like Louis Vuitton is trying to target a younger clientele, they're going to kind of dismiss those really loyal clients that just enjoy luxury if they cheapen themselves too much, and they're going to exclude a part of their market that actually is quite wealthy and has a lot of money. If they target themselves to younger people, you know, who are just into the latest trends and don't really care about the quality as much, and they cheapen out on their materials, well, they're going to have to at some point lower their prices, because their items are going to become less popular and they're just going to fizzle out, just like Pandora did. Like, Pandora has only been around since the 80s, but their charms were so popular, and because it was such a trend back then, they definitely fizzled out, and they had to make some huge changes to save their company. And I guess that they started cheapening out on their materials and making everything cheaper so more people could buy it. Could this happen to Louis Vuitton or Chanel or something? It most certainly could if handbags start becoming irrelevant, which can happen, guys. Like, charm bracelets used to be so relevant. I remember Thomas Sabo and whatever, and yeah, Pandora. It was such a thing back then, guys. Like, and it was like a thing you didn't think would fizzle out either. But it can, guys. Like, handbags can fizzle out, and although we think now, like, they are so valuable and they're an investment and they're going to be worth so much in 20 years, like, if they fizzle out, guys, they're not going to be worth anything. Like, nobody will care. Just like how everyone forgot about Pandora, and nobody, does anyone realize, like, what they've become now? Like, they're trash. Like, this could literally happen to any brand. Like, they were the third biggest jewelry, like, best-selling jewelry brand in the world. And look at where they've come in 10 years. Like, guys, the world is crazy. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. It just blew my mind. I couldn't sleep last night. I was just like, oh my gosh, what happened to Pandora? And I've just joined all these Facebook groups on Facebook, like Pandora Buy Swap Sell, because I want to see if there's some like OG fans out there who remember the old Pandora, and like, I kind of like, what the hell happened? Because I kind of want to like add some old school charms to this, because I really like this bracelet, and I was hoping that when I was older I could add more charms to it, but now, guys, it's just trash. Like, there is nothing to buy anymore. Like, I'm gonna have to look at the vintage Pandora bracelets now, because yeah, or like the 2010 ones. I found a lady on Instagram who had an account with the old Pandora Charms on it, and she called it vintage Pandora bracelets, and I'm like, oh gosh, now 10 years is vintage. Yeah, it's just crazy. What do you guys think? Like, do you have a Pandora bracelet, and are you shocked at how bad it's become now? And do you think that this could possibly happen to any brand, even like the big name brands? Let me know, guys. It was just something that blew my mind, and yeah, I'm gonna go get a poke bowl today. I'm really excited, and I'm gonna get my nails done. So yeah, hopefully I can put this video out today, guys. I'm really proud of myself because I have made so many videos this week, and I even received a few super thanks from some of you guys, and it really like encouraged me as well to keep going, and I've been getting a few more subscribers than usual as well. So yeah, so anyway, thanks for watching my video, guys, and I guess I'll talk to you soon. Bye!